If you have an Amazon Fire TV Stick device, then you've no doubt seen a message like this where your device is basically useless because you don't have internet access. Maybe you've taken your Fire Stick on holiday, or maybe you're traveling with your Fire Stick and you just don't have access to the internet. What can you do? Well, lots of people have been asking this question that, can I actually use my device without internet access? Can I maybe watch some movies without internet access? And the answer is yes. As long as you've installed an application like the VLC player or really any kind of media player, you can install that onto your device and you can then use that to play content off a USB drive. So we can see on my device, I can navigate over to the settings. Let me now navigate to applications. I can now go to manage install applications and I can now see all of the applications installed on my device. In this demonstration, I'm using my 3rd generation Fire TV Cube. I can see all of my applications in here. And now, for example, if I just open up VLC, let's do that now. Here we are. I can click on launch application. And there we are, guys. Just without any internet, I've now started this application. And because I have plugged a USB drive directly into the Fire TV Cube, I can now access all of my movies on that USB stick. So I can navigate over here and we can now see some of these movies that I've previously purchased. Here, for example, for a quick test is The Burbs. Let's click on that. And in a couple of seconds, that starts streaming directly from the USB stick. I can forward that a bit and that's working absolutely fine. Let's go back. And just like that, I can now access my entire movie collection. Maybe I've got that on a USB drive. I can take that with me, access all of the movies without requiring any kind of internet access. And you can also follow the same process. Maybe you do have internet, but it's very slow. Maybe it keeps on dropping out. So when you try to watch movies through that internet access, it just gives you a poor streaming experience. Well, again, in that case, you can now browse movies directly off a USB stick and watch the content directly from there without any kind of interruptions whatsoever. Now, as I'm doing my demonstration on the 3rd generation Fire TV Cube, which does have a full-size USB-A port, I could just plug my USB drive directly into it. If you're doing this on a Fire Stick, you won't have a USB port to use, but you can use what's known as an OTG cable, which looks like this. So here you can see you've got 2 ports here. This is where you add in your normal power cable where you would normally power your Fire Stick. You plug that into there. You then plug this micro USB port directly into your Fire Stick, which then gives it power. And on the other side of that, you now have a full-size USB port. So here you can plug in other peripherals like maybe a USB mouse, a USB keyboard, and of course you can plug in a USB flash drive or a USB hard drive. Just make sure that the drive is formatted as FAT32. But if you have the 3rd generation Fire TV Cube that I'm using, I actually formatted my drive as NTFS. And you can see that's working absolutely fine. The benefit of using NTFS is I don't really have any file size limitations, something that FAT32 has. A FAT32 formatted drive has a limit of 4 gig file size max. So any file or any movie you put on there, the file size of that movie can't be bigger than 4 gig, which really shouldn't affect the majority of people. But if you do have some very, very large, high quality movies, which are going to be bigger than 4 gig, you won't be able to use them on a FAT32 drive. But you can see, guys, the process works absolutely fine. And if you're looking for an easy way to access movies offline without requiring any kind of internet access, I'll definitely follow the process in this video. So really appreciate your support. Do like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.